Yo, beautiful people, this Nadir.
This Kev.
Yo, we are Games Music Life. This is the Games Music Life podcast, episode 197.
Yeah, man, it should be 198 with the whole podcast we just recorded before.
Right. It always ends up that way, but we got to keep our corporate connects.
Oh,
and I
absolutely.
don't think people are ready for that aspect of it yet.
That'll just be a separate podcast.
That will be.
You know what I'm
We
saying?
do got to rebrand another pod though.
Yeah, I think that'll be the one when we start bringing the wives on, maybe.
Yeah,
You know
but
what
we'll
I'm
keep them off
saying?
camera
His and
because
hers.
they're not ready to like be on cam.
Yeah, I mean, hey, listen, that's cool. Like, you ain't got to be on camera to be on the mic. Listen, I listen to most of my podcasts, to be completely honest, audio only.
Me too.
I don't really watch the video.
Maybe we
pods.
could do that one with just audio. not
Maybe
video.
we could. Listen, look, I think there's some good conversations to be had.
Oh,
there, man.
absolutely.
Breaking down barriers.
Yeah, but also breaking down the understanding of men and women. I don't think there's enough of those out there.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't know if we could do all that, but we can at least
Well,
tap into the conversation.
We'd have to do it in a way that we'd be able to go home, though, too.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Every week they just win.
Yeah. No, see, I'm not taking that. I can't. I don't know if I could.
You got to. Listen, you could be right or you could be happy.
Hold on. So
one.
someone's going to, well, I can't say little bro and you because that's not really little bro and you. That's more so of you just want to be happy.
Brother, I'm a husband at home.
Yeah, that's
okay?
true.
So,
Yeah, no, I feel
listen,
you.
there is no little bro in me,
No?
but there's plenty of plenty of being a husband in me. All right, there's plenty of having a wife.
Yeah.
in me, and
That's
what
one
that entails.
That is one Jim, Tim Carpenter. Shout out to Pops. He has always taught me, man. Like you got to be either you're gonna be right or you're gonna be happy.
Yeah.
And I don't choose to be right a lot. I just choose to be happy.
I pick and choose because a little bit of not being any little bro in me makes it so that way I can only go for so much. So at some point I got to say something. But for the most part, I just let my wife. She just do what she want to do, and you know what I mean. Hey, listen, my wife, she used to always laugh because I'm considerably older than my sister, which she gets a kick out of telling people I'm very old.
Your sister does?
Oh yeah, she
really?
loves telling her. Like, it's like, oh, you got a brother? Like, yes, but he's much way. Whoa, man, you wouldn't believe it how much older than me he is. Oh, that man is old.
And it's really like 7 years.
Yeah, I mean, no, it's just 12 years. But
12?
Yeah, I mean, it's a substantial amount. Honestly, the same amount of time between like little Nadir and Malik and the twins.
Okay.
Kennedy's actually older than you know what I'm saying, I was when my sister was born.
Okay. I know
but-
that far apart.
But what's up?
I know y'all that far spread apart.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
12 years apart. So she loves telling people that I'm just super old. And when she does that, you know what I'm saying, she likes to make it seem like I'm out of touch. You know what
really?
I mean?
But that's what kind of plays it though, in my opinion. Because even my kids will do that too. They'll say like, "Oh, dad," and like to their friends, I'm the coolest dad in the world.
Listen, only thing I can ever think is like she'll get there. One of these days she go like it's gotten better, but like when we were growing up, like even though she knew I was her brother, she always kind of like treated me kind of like I was just another adult around the house.
Well, you were the ops at that point, though.
Exactly.
Yeah,
to an extent.
You were the ops, Kev.
No, to an extent.
I'm sure if we
like,
asked her, she would say you were the ops.
No, I wouldn't think so because it's like she knew like there would be some stuff I would let her get away with that maybe mom and dad wasn't going for because I'm like, man, when I was your age, I wish I had somebody let me get away with it, so I'm gonna let you get away with it. But you know what I'm saying, she still kind of looked at me like being one of the adults. She's gonna continue to get older. Once she hits probably around like 24 or 25, she'll be like, oh, he was a kid. What was it? You know what I'm saying? Why did I care what he had to say?
Right.
And the older she's gotten, like the more she talks to me more, it's just kind of like one adult to another adult. More so than, you know what I'm saying, me being like a figurehead. But my wife used to always make fun of us because me and my wife been together since we were young. And she used to always make fun of us because it was like, yo, we would just follow my sister all around the house and just kind of let her do whatever she was going to do. We would just kind of pick up behind her. And my wife was like, man, y'all protected that child so much as a kid. I never seen nothing like it. I'm like, she was the only baby around the house. Like, we had nothing else to do. So I'm sure the twins get a lot of that too.
They do.
Yeah, I see it. The older kids, they baby the twins.
They do baby
and
them.
Khalees.
They do baby them. They let them grow up. I think at this point now, because the twins have hit a point in life where they literally can exist in the crib. We don't got to watch them. Like, I'm even toying with the idea.
Man. Like, Dante.
Well, see, okay, now here's the thing with him.
Yeah,
like,
I said Danny, she can kind of like, she can follow Khalees a little bit, and they're cool. But Dante's wild card.
Okay, here's the thing, though.
Do his own thing.
We're toying around with the idea of taking the locks off the doors. Because
that's a bad idea.
It is a bad idea. And I think as I'm talking myself out of it now, I'm talking myself off that cliff.
Yeah.
Because I do, when I'm home, I'm like, I'm gonna leave my bedroom door open. But then again, the barrier of dad is here, so he might not do it while I'm around. Because I do wonder if he's ever going to go in the room and just cause havoc. Because he just does things.
Yeah, I know.
He'll just go in the room, turn the TV on, hang from the TV or something, and then just bang out. Just see if he can do it.
I get it, man. He's testing the boundaries. He's learning his physical limits.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? It's like he's got a new toy, and you know what I'm saying? He's you know what I mean? He's just testing it out, man, seeing what it can do. I get it.
Yeah.
But I don't. Like I said, Danny, she can kind of hang up under Khalees, and Khalees is old enough where it's like, all right, you know, she's kind of cool to do her own. She knows kind of what can and can't be done. Dante on the other hand, man, I don't know.
Man, he's gotten so much better too. I hate to give my man a bad rap. Even
listen, he's not bad. He's just curious, man. That's all that is.
That's a good way of putting it.
He's just curious.
That's a good way. And the thing, like, he had his evaluations at school the other day, and the teacher says, like, you know, when a teacher leads off with this is how you know you're kind of in trouble. She goes, well, he's so cute and he smells so nice, so I don't mind him jumping on my lap and talking to me. And like, he's got this thing where he'll grab a person, like a grown-up's cheeks, and like just nuzzle in with them. He only does it to women. So he knows what he's doing. Like, he'll try with dad a little bit, but I kind of will stare at him and he'll just be like, all right, what up, dad? Let's go. We'll keep it moving. But like, he will charm them. And like, Lil Nadir used to do that too. So I know they know what they're doing. They got the Carpenter Man charm, but they also, like, they're smart enough. So that's why I knew, like, okay, he can't get this stuff over on anybody. But anyway, I'm toying around. It's at the point in life where they actually can exist in the crib, and we don't have to have where they at. You know what I mean? So it's like me and the wife got a chance to do some adulting last night, and literally while we were gone for like 3 or 4 hours, and we check on them or whatever. And, oh, they cool. They just playing. You know, they're playing a game, playing with their toys or whatever. They come back and it was cool.
They know to ask the big kids.
Yeah, like it's more so the little kids are watching the big kids at this point.
Really?
Yeah, man. Like
the big kids, they got some things they probably were trying to get away with.
They were trying to get away with something. And that's why we got to come home. We grill Pootie. Like, hey, what happened? You know, she's like, nothing.
You know what that is?
Oh yeah, because they're
brilliance.
Brilliance,
man. Yeah. Kudos, because it's like, the little kids will tell it.
Oh, they'll tell the complete story.
Yeah. Well, they don't even realize that they were telling it.
Nah, they are the ops, man.
Yeah,
they are. But you know, it's fun, man. There's no handbook on this thing called life and like raising these kids, man. It's like, it's funny. But so are you going to align yourself with the fact that the older kids are harder than the younger kids now?
Still, I haven't bought in.
You haven't bought in yet?
Because I think it's for me is it's like, I remember being the same age as what the older kids are, and like the sort of stuff that I was getting into, and it's like, you know what I'm saying? Maybe they shouldn't be doing it, but it's like, A, you know that they're doing it. B, you already did it, and C, it'll be fine. Like it's fine, man. They're fine. Like, they're good kids, and
no, they are.
They gotta go through the stuff, and maybe you don't want them to, but it's like, they got to, man. It's a rite of passage for them kids, so they're doing just fine. But the little kids, I don't remember what it was like to be little, and like it's weird now. You know what I'm saying? It's like, they'll spin you around. You know what I'm saying? They throw you for a loop.
You'll send me a clip. That clip you sent me where that little kid was running on that roof. And you was like the little kids running it up right now. Like, that's a good thing. But that only lasts for like a minute or two. Yeah. And then you're back to like, just calmness. You know, with little kids it's really easy.
See, I still think like the big kids, they might test your patience just because I think the big kids test your gangster more than anything.
That's exactly
it. It's like, you know what I'm saying? They start feeling themselves, they puff their chest out or whatever. But you know what I'm saying? That ain't nothing. You just cave it a couple of times. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know. Nice. And plus, you know what I'm saying? You get one of them older boys a nice little right to the sternum or whatever. Yeah. It's all good.
Shout out to nephew, man. He turned 17 on Monday, and we're having breakfast today. And I really was sizing him up. Like, nephew, the guy got a big man. Like, from the time that I've seen, because we've seen him since they were little till now. Like, this kid is big, man. He's like stocky, and he's out here just puffing his chest out a little bit.
Nothing.
Nah, nothing at all. But that's what he started saying. Like, I pushed him. He's like, no, he's an uncle, you a little man, you little dude. I said, I ain't got to fight none of that stuff. I just go pew pew. That's all I got to do.
Listen. They haven't recognized old man strength yet.
No, they haven't.
Because like once that old man strength it hit different. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, bones are different.
I know the spots. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. Yeah, I know they'll take you out. I ain't gonna tear you.
It ain't gonna take no whole lot of work. You know what I'm saying? I know how to break you down.
Not at all, man. Not at all. But it's just funny that way of passage.
But I'm saying the little kids, man, you can't get that off. It's like you just gotta kind of tell them to stop until they do, if they do, and it's just like,
Yeah, that's true. But also with the little ones, I can tell them something with a lot of bass in my voice, and they'll listen to me.
Yeah, they firm up. But I mean, like the older ones, you ain't got to put the bass in your voice, man. You can be like, you send them a text message like, "Hey, you know what time it is."
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying? 9 times out of 10, they go straighten up.
Yeah, no, they will.
You know
they will. Yeah.
You know what though? I will say that now I've had the conversation with my dad too. I think I'm starting to lean more towards this. Like, yo, listen, no. He's right. It's not young or old, man. It's the boys and girls. Like boys, 1,000 times easier.
Now you going there now.
Yeah. I'm saying like ain't no punch to the sternum.
No.
At any point with the girls. You know
at
what I'm
all.
saying?
That's the hardest thing because
they can out talk you too.
And you have to be accountable for their. Well, not so much with boys. You don't have to be accountable for their feelings, but with girls, you got to have like, okay, they're going to hold feelings in a different weight.
Yeah, and I don't have the capacity to manage that, bro.
But we're not women, so we don't understand that point.
But it seems like the women don't have the capacity.
They don't because they understand how they are.
Yeah.
But they also know like, okay, I can only take but so much.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, then it's like, okay, well, deal with your dad, and it's like, okay, what the heck am I supposed to do?
Right now, you just threw me in the gauntlet,
Exactly.
and then all I know is like, well. They did all the talking, so just square up, I guess. I don't know. I don't have anything else. You know what I'm saying?
That's so wrong. But I wish it could work out that way.
That's what I'm saying. But I'm saying, like, as a guy, that's what I know.
Yeah,
You know
exactly.
what I'm saying? I can only go so far. Like, I mean, we can have a conversation, but it's like, yo, if I'm not able to penetrate through my point. You got to square up now. Like, I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? This is male conflict resolution. Okay?
Absolutely.
Maybe it's toxic. Call it whatever you want. But that's the thing. Like with the boys, like first of all, the boys, it ain't gonna get to that point because they know it can get to that point.
Right.
But the girls know that it can't.
Right.
So verbally, they can push it as far as they want.
Give you the point, touch you, like the whole thing.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. They know that. Hey, listen. With this verbal is as far as this is ever going to go.
Yeah.
And I can push it to the limit because, you know what I'm saying, there's no boundary here.
Right.
With the boys, it's like, listen, that verbal part don't work out no more. We can do it the other way.
You know, that's like for real. Like, you ever push your dad to the word, they'd be like, yo, you know what? Let's just fight.
Yeah,
you know?
like listen, I remember being a kid, and mind you, like we were just playing around. My dad, he was amazing. Like, you know what I'm saying? He was the disciplinarian there. He would just talk to me, and like a lot of times that's how we kind of came through. And but it was like we were just playing around. You know what I'm saying? I'm about 15. I'm thinking you know what I'm saying? I'm tough now. I'm strong or whatever. So I'm wrestling around with him a little bit, man. This man threw me in the chicken wing so quick.
Really?
And I felt like my arm was about to snap. I tapped. I was like, okay, up. Yep, that's the end of that. He was just like, yeah, see, I still got it. You know what I'm saying? I know you think I'm old, but I still got it, man.
Hands never stop working.
But this thing, though, we were just playing. Like
So you never tested
friction.
your pop?
Not in like a moment of it going down. Never.
Okay.
Because like playing around, he showed me he still had it. I was like,
it was one time.
yeah, I was like, you still got it. You still got it, old man.
Did I ever tell you the story about my dad? To this day, I think he hit me with something. Did I tell you the story?
No.
Okay, we moved out here to Ohio, and we was at JCPenney Outlet. So we're there, and I knew I said something fly to him. I don't know what I said.
Oh wow.
And I don't.
How old were you?
I was, like I said, we moved out here. I was about 11.
Okay.
10 or 11.
Wow, you were bold.
Yes, and this was peak Tim Carpenter at this point. He was still strong as an ox.
Yeah.
And I always look at my dad as a superhero. So anyways, I still to this day don't know what he did. I just remember leaning up in the seat and like kind of just come back into consciousness. So he must have hit me with something or hit me in the back of the head. He donkey punched me till
he pressure pointed you.
He don't or
put the
pressure
lights
pointed.
out on
yes,
you.
he don't even remember doing it. And that's the only time I say I ever really tested my dad.
After that,
and that was
that's
it.
What I'm saying. It only take that one time
Yeah.
to know that, like, listen, it can happen. Not that it always will happen. We will have disagreements, or it's going to be times where I need to discipline you. But now I can just use my words because you know now that if it got to go that other way.
That PTSD is still there. Like it's still there.
Oh yeah. Listen. Off mic, I'll tell you some other stories. Not about my own dad, but like some of my uncles.
Okay.
Like, I'll tell you some stories, but
okay.
It can go there. That's all I'm saying.
But it is true as far as boys and girls. It's just raising them are totally different. I know people say, they're the same. They're not the same.
No. Well,
they're not the same.
Especially like as a male with a young lady or whatever, like the way that you handle that just got to be different. Like
it does.
For young men and you know what I'm saying, grown men. You know, it's a little bit of a common ground there that you can kind of work with.
Yeah.
Like, listen, there's space and opportunity there. With them young ladies, you like,
what do they do?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, your hands are kind of tied.
Absolutely.
Like, if my words don't work, I got nothing else.
And then the wife taps out, and it's like, well, dang, what am I supposed to do?
She won. The kid, listen, the kid won.
The kid won?
Yeah. Listen, I told you, my sister, she winning over there, baby. My parents just live there. You know what I mean? Because she allows it. You know what I'm saying? But she's already won the race.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's totally different. All right, man. So let's start like we always do. What have you been playing? What have you been playing, bro?
What have I been playing? I think I've only been playing 2K, and only that I've been playing a little bit. I haven't really played much at all, man.
Okay.
Back in full swing time, man.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? It's the worst.
I know. This is a we are Games Music Life. This is a gaming podcast too, but the gaming portion is the life's taking over, man.
Yeah,
the life is completely taking over. This boot camp is kicking my tail. Yeah, trying to understand what arrays and hash maps are, and I talked to you a little bit about it before pod.
Yep.
So no, I haven't been playing a daggone thing either, man.
See?
The most gaming I have played has been, we actually sparked into a conversation about scary video games at the boot camp, and we talked about PT, and we actually watched it while we were there, because some people didn't know what it was.
Okay.
So we put it up on the projector, and everyone's in there talking.
Whatever you want to play, man. It's right down in the basement.
No, I don't want to play that. Kev, I don't want to log off from playing a video game, and like I don't want my heart to be racing while
Put a
I'm
little
playing.
spicy in life, man.
Nah, here you go. No,
make it a little spicy.
not at all. Well, that was the most gaming I've gotten. I've looked at a bunch of games.
Yeah, I still want that Kakarot. I thought about buying it, but I was like, I don't want to set myself up for failure.
Have we reached that point in life where we're like the things we intend on doing, and we just don't do them? Like that gives us our joy. It's like, okay, well, I want to play it, but I'm not going to.
Well, I think that a lot of it, especially for me, and I think a lot of it for you now too, is it's like, there are things that I want to do, but you know what I'm saying, because I do have responsibilities, there are things that I have to do that kind of prevent me from being able to go there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so it's like, so for me, like when I think about it, it's like, I don't want to put that temptation in my face.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then slack off on my responsibilities. So it's like, just hold off. A time will come. You know what I'm saying? Stay patient. Do what you need to do right now. And, the time will come. But
so basically, it's like you want to do something, but you know it'll affect you.
Yeah.
So kind of like eating a stack of pancakes right now.
Exactly.
Like I can't do that because I'd be no good to my family afterwards.
Exactly.
I want to.
You know what I'm saying? Your needs got to outweigh your wants now.
Bro.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's what. Listen, any young people that watch this, man, it's coming for you too. All right.
Father Time's undefeated.
You live good.
That's what's funny about it when you say about your sister though. It's like, you're going to be this age.
Oh yeah.
Like, you're going to be here. You're going to be at this level. You're, like you said, she's going to look back on it like, oh man, I was looking at it all wrong.
My thing is though, like I'm your sibling. Like I'm not mom and dad. I'm not I'm not grandparents, but like I'm your sibling.
But it's also an age thing.
It's 12 years.
Yeah,
it's not that
but
long.
It's an age thing. I think my sisters look at me like that.
Really?
Yeah, I do. I think they do, and I'm closer to them in age than you and your sister are. But I do think, like, I don't think my baby sister does, but I do think like my middle sisters might. They might look at me like, oh, he's just like mom and dad.
Oh, wow,
he's an ops like them.
See, that's awful.
That's
awful.
It's a hurtful thing, and I hope they see
it's
this.
Like I want the camaraderie. I want sibling camaraderie. Like, why do I got to be? You know what I'm saying? The outsider. But
in some ways, they let me in that thing. Because, like, my mom has this thing.
But also, it's girls. So.
It is, right.
And
that is true.
They're only let you in so much. Yeah.
That is true. That hurts, Kev. Like, it's a little dark.
No. Listen. There's going to be some things that you just don't want to know.
No, I agree. No. That part is cool.
Yeah, so.
I don't want to know that. Like, even my nephew, I like to think he got here from her praying. And he got here.
Yeah.
So I don't. But some things I just want to be included.
Yeah,
I want to be one of the siblings too.
I feel you on that, but no.
I know.
That's not how it's gonna be, man. You know what I'm saying? I got you, bro.
Okay.
I got you. Yeah,
okay.
Right here with you, man.
I appreciate it.
Yeah,
man.
no problem.
That was the fastest what were we playing ever, because we just aren't playing
nothing.
anything.
We
aren't playing anything.
Down to
we literally talked about the
thing.
things we want to play.
Yeah.
Like Kakarot. Like, it looks fun.
It looks like a great time.
I'm a big Dragon Ball Z fan.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen right now. But we have been keeping up with that gaming news.
Oh, we have been. All right, so it was just announced that the PlayStation 2 is officially the best-selling console of all time. PS4 moves into the 4th spot ahead of the Wii.
Won't he do it?
Okay, so we'll talk about it. So it's got me in the conversation of just thinking about it, right? Like, so what is your favorite console of all time?
When I saw that in there, I was like, that's a tough question, because my favorite console of all time is always the one I'm playing right now. You know what I'm saying?
Is it though?
Yeah, always. Every
really?
time,
so you don't have any nostalgia moments?
Not really, because I ruin it for myself. I go back and I replay games a lot.
Okay.
So like, especially like those older games that I had like a real, like a great connection with maybe as a kid, and it's like, man, I'm gonna go back and replay this. You never recapture that magic.
No, you don't.
You know what I'm saying? It just never happens again. So it's like you play it that second time, you're like, this kind of sucks.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Especially like the graphics has been updated, and you know what I'm saying? You go back and play it now, it's like, nah, this isn't good. You know what I'm saying? I'm not having fun with this anymore. And so, yeah, my favorite console is always the one that's out right now. Like, when the next console cycle comes around, like, I'll hate PlayStation 4 and Xbox One X. Like, they'll both be terrible pieces of crap. Why did I ever play them? Because now I have this new glory in front of me. But, if I had to pick, I would probably say my greatest memories of gaming probably came around, like, Sega Genesis. Yes, I'm old. My sister can confirm.
That's not old.
It's pretty old. Like,
but you know, but that's the thing
it's
about it.
2020 now.
But
Like,
I'm saying though, the reason why I say that though is the Genesis with the remake was selling like hotcakes. So someone still wants it.
Yes, our old ass.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying?
That is it. That is it.
Who has the money to buy those things?
Us. But that goes back to what we always said though. Gaming is actually for us.
Absolutely, 100%, man. Like we're the generation of gaming. Like these kids, man, they just get our crumbs.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Genesis
would probably, I would say that was probably the most memorable cycle of gaming for me around that time.
In particular?
Man, you know what? There was an X-Men game back then that I loved. I absolutely loved. And then, of course, like Sonic and all of those games.
You didn't say the one I thought you was going to say.
For Genesis?
Yeah.
Vector Man?
There it is.
Yeah,
I love what's coming. I know what's coming.
Yeah, it was coming.
I knew Vector Man was coming.
I was going to the classics, but yeah, of course, Vector Man.
Yeah.
But yeah, those are games that I played a ton in, like Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat, all that stuff. But I think that it was more so the feeling of community in playing back then. Because it's like, yo, listen, back then it was 2-player local. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's just how you got down. And you always like playing with my dad, playing with my cousins, and all that kind of stuff. Like that brought me a lot of joy growing up. And you know, later PlayStation 1 was a great console for me. PlayStation 2 is definitely second in my lineup as far as best consoles ever, because it brought me a lot of joy. Online gaming was fun for a second on 360, and then it turned to
online gaming. I think is what the problem with a lot of stuff is now.
The
social aspect.
Yeah, well, I think where I saw the benefit of online gaming was it was like, okay, listen, I'm older now, and you know I don't see my peer group as much, and this still gives me an opportunity to connect with them, and we can still do these things that, you know what I'm saying, brought us joy as children. Where online gaming got weird was like, yo, people are making new friends with strangers, and I'm like, well, no, that makes no sense to me. I don't want to play with people I don't know.
It was the early part of the curve though, because nowadays that's what I mean. Kids now have like full-fledged relationships with people that they don't even know.
Absolutely, but also to a point like, yo, kids don't know what it is to play local anymore.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like that's a foreign idea to play local.
Right.
Like I know the boys get to do it a little bit there.
Yeah, because I keep that going.
Yeah, but it's like that feeling of being able to talk trash to each other, and it's like, yo, one screen. Like, you know, they don't play one screen, but yeah, one screen, and like, we dealing with the same thing. Split screen was such a nasty thing, but we put up with it for the joy that it brought you to being there with your folks. Playing N64 with the 4 screens.
Oh.
Like, how do we manage that? But we did on them terrible TVs that we had. You know what I'm saying?
And somebody was using our job, which was still cheese.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, still cheese. We outlawed it now.
You did what you had to do, man. You know what I'm saying? It was a good time. You enjoyed yourself doing it. And I think that was a part of gaming that's been lost in the online aspect, where it's like, every game I play against real people, it's like, it's not the same. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are just trolls wanting to say the N-word to you.
Yeah, true. You know what I'm saying? True. No ramifications behind it. I don't know if that's the right word. But
back then, man, them controllers could get broke and the hands could get thrown.
Oh, yeah.
Matter of fact, the controller might get broke upside your head.
Right. And don't let it be if it was a Mad Catz, that was cool, but it was like official PlayStation joint.
Oh, yeah. You owe me money.
You deserve that. You deserve that. You deserved it. If I had to answer the question, no, I thought about it though, man. I think my favorite console of all time was the console I never really had the official of, but the games I enjoyed the most was Neo Geo.
Really?
Yeah, man. I enjoyed.
That's really a throw.
Yeah, it definitely is. There was only one dude that had one growing up. It was a friend of the family. He was a dope boy's son, and because Neo Geo, I don't know if you remember, it was like $400.
Yeah, and the games were dumb.
And the games were like $300.
Yeah.
So but as I got older, I started playing them with emulators and things. Was like some of the like. The King of Fighters, the Last Blades, the Metal Slugs, those are all super fun to me. Yeah, okay. So those are really the games I played the most as far as like the library or whatever. So I would say Neo Geo is probably my favorite console.
No, it's not, man. You're just being a hipster.
I am.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
No.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I enjoyed that library. As far as my favorite console of all time has to be PlayStation 2.
Really?
Has to be.
Of all the consoles that you've owned,
yes.
That's your favorite console?
Yes.
Okay. Why? Because of Madden?
Well, Madden. I was a big Madden head during the time of Final Fantasies. Okay. Like the Final Fantasy 7 was on PlayStation 1, but I played it on PlayStation 2.
Okay.
Because the backwards compatibility thing. So I would have to give it to PlayStation 2, and also my PS2 was the first console I'd ever modded. So I literally had almost every PlayStation 2 game.
Okay.
So it got me venturing in Omnimusha. What was the other games I played on PlayStation 2? Of course, the Maddens. I always had the Maddens early. So that's another thing too. Like with it being modded, I always got the games about 3 weeks earlier than everybody.
Oh, so yeah, you was really living.
Yeah. So like we would hook up once again locally to play the games, and we'd be playing Madden or whatever, and they would always know, like, okay, Deer bringing this console, Dewey got the new Madden.
Yeah.
So I'd fire it up, and it'd be like, the new Madden to pop up now.
But see, like, man, like, that's what made it great. It's like, yeah, you and the homies,
Yes,
everybody
yes.
together. Whoever ain't playing, y'all can watch, but y'all can still be doing your own thing.
Oh yeah.
Here, we got witnesses around here.
Yeah.
Like, bro, that was a great time.
But
game.
that
made it.
It also made it to where like a gladiator sport still.
Yeah.
Like it was nothing worse than when you would walk into the room knowing you got trounced the day before.
Oh yeah.
And it'd be like, oh,
everybody knew.
Everybody knew. And
Yeah.
I would ask that person, are we still boys? You know what I mean? Like it would put that feeling in your body. So, you know, I just wish that it would come back for that. And I think Madden tried to do that because Madden was the only game that still was locally and the Madden challenges and stuff. And then with the stuff that happened with the kid got shot, it was like kind of like diminished. Because I don't even hear about the Madden challenges anymore, really.
Nah,
like that.
you don't hear about none of that stuff no more. I heard something bad about a Pokemon tournament having a low payout or whatever. But I'm saying, like, for me, like that part of it is kind of like, I'm glad the video games have gotten to that point, but that's a little bit beyond me. Like, that's maybe this new crop of kids that are coming up where that's something cool. But as far as like my generation, like that's not what we did it for, man. It was bragging rights around the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying?
That's all it was.
When
man.
I ride my bike out now, you know what I'm saying? You know I'm the man. I might show up and flex like I got the belt on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just so that way you know.
We had physical belts.
You got to, so that way you know.
Yeah.
But when I walk in the house, man, like listen, bro. When I do this, you know what
bring
time
that back,
it is.
man. Had the belts again.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
If Madden didn't jump the shark, man, that would be the game to do it on.
Yeah,
you know, because Madden is so corny.
No,
man.
I'm saying anything that could be competitive.
We got to bring back because you know who brings
fighting games was
yes,
it for
that's
me.
what it was.
Yeah.
I was just about to say, with Chan, always you and him talking about Mortal Kombat. We gotta get back into that again. Just get the homies together and play.
I'm a grown man. I would still walk to his house and do that. And you know what I'm saying? You know what time? As soon as you do that, it's like, man, fire it up. Let's go there.
Right.
And it's like, you know what I mean? Like you that's irreplaceable. Like that's insiders right there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Definitely new consoles, man. So the official pictures have leaked of the Xbox Series X. The prototype pictures have leaked. Did you see them?
Yeah, man. It looked like a square garbage can.
It doesn't look like a garbage can, Kev. It looked like a square Xbox.
Hey, listen, man.
Like.
You know what I mean?
And if it has the fire, you're gonna cop.
You know what I'm saying? You got your opinion, I got mine.
You're gonna cop.
You know what I mean?
I wondered about one thing that stood out to me was it had 2 Ethernet ports on the back, 2 gigabit ports on the back.
Yeah.
Which means it's gonna be an internet driven console, which all consoles are these days.
At this point, yeah.
At this point, I understand it. Does Microsoft even care about consoles really? I had me thinking about that.
I think that they do, but I think now that their focus is more so shifting to Game Pass, I think in next generation, that's where we're going to see the big push is in that Game Pass, that digital streaming or that Netflix of gaming kind of setup.
For sure.
Which is nasty.
I definitely think so. I mean, as far as aesthetically wise, just looking at it, I don't know, man. The thing that gets me is the pundits will say like, oh, well, you know, the console doesn't look fun. Like, how can something not look fun? You don't even know how it runs.
It's like the box doesn't look fun.
Right, exactly. Like, did the PlayStation 2 look fun? Yeah. I mean, that thing was sexy.
It did look pretty fun.
It did look pretty fun.
It was like blue a little bit. Yeah, man.
But also goes back to my point where I say about technology being a little bit hitting the roof at this point. So I don't know, man. I'm interested. I just hope that the console can have some cool games on there. I read a report the other day where it said like 20% of devs are working on games for either the Xbox One X the Xbox Series X or the PlayStation 5, and that's right on time. I mean, the consoles are coming out this year.
Well, I mean, I took that to mean like that PlayStation had already had their foot on their neck, and like whatever scraps they left over, Xbox had them on and rolling. So that's and I'm gonna backtrack a little bit here because so we talked about the best-selling video game consoles, and I saw how you tried to finesse and get out of that. But you know what I'm saying? Them Xboxes, they're pretty darn low down that list, player. You know what I'm saying? Because PlayStation 2 was number 1. PlayStation 4 was number 4. PlayStation 4 was number 4. PlayStation 1 was number 5. And then PlayStation 3 was number 7. Mm-hmm. 360 pops up on the list at number 8, which I would have never figured that PlayStation 3 outsold 360. And
it was close, though. It was 88 million to 85 million.
I mean, but it's over. So, like, that's where it's going to stay. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
So they already taken that L, and the L is taken.
But it's branding, though. I think this points to branding. This points to branding as far as marketing. Sony they've conquered marketing. That's what it comes down to. The marketing thing that happened with the Xbox at E3, was it 3 years ago, 4 years ago when the launch first came out for the Xbox One? They never recovered from that. And that's literally what it came from. Not saying the PlayStation 5 is not a good console, but the Xbox One never recovered from that marketing blunder that they had.
Yeah. You know what? Maybe this list is a little skewed because OG Xbox isn't even on the list, and Xbox One is dead last.
Yeah, I mean, but to me that doesn't seem. The Switch seems a little bit low, but that's still a ton of consoles.
I mean,
though.
think about how much longer Xbox One has been out than the Switch, though. So, like, to me, that makes sense that the Switch would still be a little bit low. And it was more expensive. And Nintendo's doing great because, I mean, they got the number 2 and 3 spot, which Nintendo DS and the Game Boy Color, I feel like those sold very well because they had very good games and the cost of entry was pretty low.
Yeah.
So it's like they're pretty easily obtainable for most people that wanted to be able to game, and you give them to young kids, that whole thing. That makes sense to me.
The Wii?
The Wii, that was actually a surprise that PlayStation 4 had already outsold the Wii because the Wii caught on like hotcakes.
Yeah, it did.
You know what I'm saying? It was pandemonium.
I mean, my parents bought a Wii.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Everybody had. My parents had a Wii too.
Really?
Like, yeah, everybody had a Wii.
Yeah.
My wife has a Wii. You know what I'm saying? In college, we had a Wii. I don't know. Like, we only thing we did was Wii Sports on it. But hey, listen, whatever we had, it was there.
Yeah, it was there. Yeah, Wii Tennis, and then we had some pretty good titles on it too.
Oh yeah. I mean, it was a good kind of social system. That might have been the last time where it's like, gaming in a social setting was like really the focus of a console, rather than online.
But the only thing that stands out to me in this list, though, Kev, is marketing. I mean, you see a bunch of Sony and a bunch of Nintendo.
So you're just telling me that Microsoft is poor at marketing?
They are poor at marketing, but they're poor at marketing. I think they wouldn't be as low as they are if they were better marketing. I still think they would be behind PlayStation 2. They'd be behind PlayStation 4. It would be kind of on par. But it was like they didn't have, their marketing was so bad. Like they got out the gate very slow.
I'm saying, but a system that most people would mark as a failure, like looking at the PSP, I think that most people would agree that PSP didn't really hit the mark the way that
people
they
trusted
expected
Sony.
it to. Maybe so, but I'm saying the fact that the PSP has outsold the Xbox One by so much. I mean, I get it; it was out longer. You know what I'm saying? It had, but the life cycle came. What's that?
Cost
A bit, but I mean, it was still pretty pricey. It came down after a while when like the Vita came out, and I'm guessing that they're including the Vita and all that stuff in PlayStation Portable. But I mean, consoles are what move, and gaming is such a big commodity. Looking at that gap between PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, it's like, I would at least expect the Xbox One to be able to overtake the PlayStation Portable, but it hasn't. Like, has this really been such a poor cycle for Microsoft?
I think so. I think, once again, it goes back to marketing and then also no exclusives. I mean, you gotta think about it. Why would you buy an Xbox? What are you gonna play on it?
Yeah,
I mean, I know the running joke, and even truth is that Xbox don't got no games.
Yeah,
but it's like, what are they gonna play? I liked Halo, but I think also that the online aspect of it killed Halo.
And it wasn't even new by the time Xbox One came out. Like Halo, we had that since Xbox original.
Right. What new experiences did we have besides Gears of War? And I think they could have piggybacked on Gears of War a lot. Maybe even forced it to where it wasn't online play, or even forced to where you couldn't listen. Because I tell you, when we played Gears of War 5, I had more fun playing that one than I did a lot of Gears of Wars. Because I actually knew what the heck I was doing.
Yeah, you knew what was going on.
So that's why I think like the online aspect of the game has kind of hurt it.
Yeah, I could agree with you there because we didn't play any multiplayer. Like, we finished the campaign and we were done with that game, and that was good enough. Like,
it was.
We both enjoyed it.
It was.
And I think that games kind of forcing the online experience so much, maybe that is kind of turning away players. Because I mean, PlayStation 4 is clearly winning, and their focus this generation, like their exclusives, have been single player games, single player story games,
single player games.
Yeah,
single player games. So I'm looking forward to the future. What holds? I mean, those pictures that came out, I'm not judging anything from it. We knew what it was going to look like. And when it comes out in this fire, you're gonna cop. So I just
listen. Even if it's not, I'll probably get it anyway. Just because I do that. You know what I'm saying?
We enjoy.
I cop all the systems now. Yeah. I need the experience. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I got
life is short.
Yeah, absolutely.
Buy games
and shoes.
Yeah,
and buy the shoes. That's it. Gaming news. Ain't nothing else really going on.
Nah, it's early January, y'all. Y'all know it. Well, late January at this point, but y'all know what's going on.
It's funny. January's almost over too.
Hey, I'm glad because you remember January in 2019? Oh, God, it drug on and on and on.
Yeah.
People forget so fast. But, yeah, it was a long month last year, so it's nice it's about over.
All right, so your man, Eli Manning, man, he officially retired.
Yeah.
He had a press conference on Friday.
He did.
Is Eli Hall of Famer?
Yep.
He is?
You know what I'm saying? I had to give it up to him. I mean, man won 2 Super Bowls.
Yeah.
He finished his career 500.
Mm-hmm.
You know, hey, why not? You know what I mean?
I give it.
Maybe not first ballot.
He'll get in. He's a Manning.
Yeah.
He's a Manning.
That's the other part of it.
Yeah, he's gonna get in. He's gonna be a first ballot. He's gonna make it early. I think also too, if it wasn't for him, Tom Brady have 8 rings.
Yeah.
So, let's go ahead and give it up.
And Tom Brady went ahead and gave it up and was like, "Yo, listen, I'm happy for you and all that, but I wish you never won no Super Bowl."
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he was great, but I wish he was ringless, brother. See you on the way out.
I saw a thing. Someone said he was Trent Dilfer with a better defense, one more year, and I'm like, wow, that hurts. But I mean, that's true.
You know what, Trent Dilfer? Maybe we underselling Trent Dilfer. Maybe Trent Dilfer was better than we thought.
Nah, Trent Dilfer had one of the best defenses of all time. That was like Ray Lewis defense and Ed Reed defense.
Hey, but he's got Dilfer's dimes.
No,
not buying it.
Not buying
enough.
it, bro. Not buying it at all. He got a ring though.
Yeah, I tried to put the cape on for you, Dilf.
Yeah, he got a ring though.
That sounds like a weird name.
Yeah, pause. Dilf. I don't know what.
I don't know what Dilf is, but it sounds nasty.
Yeah, we can't. Okay, we'll move on.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, Eli's a Hall of Famer. Super Bowl's coming up.
Yeah, it is. No, my team ain't in.
I just hate
going through some things right now.
Yeah, y'all are. Y'all bringing Drew back?
Listen,
you're gonna bring Drew back. I'm not trying to hear that.
I'm sure that they will, but
they're bringing Drew.
We're going through some things right now. I don't.
I got a lot of infighting. I don't know what's going on over there.
Hey man, I was the church then came into it. I'm like, ooh,
yeah, that worked.
First of all, how did we even get involved?
I don't know.
Like, I mean, it's separation of church and football. Like, clearly, I thought, you know what I'm saying, but I don't know.
They'll figure it out.
Yeah,
they'll get it figured out.
No problem. Put a Florida Lee on it. Be good.
Yeah, so let's talk about a bigger, better topic. Your boy Zion, man, had his debut.
Yeah.
Game 1. We were actually up texting that night.
Yep.
So we actually saw the specialness when it happened. If you're Gentry, do you take him out?
Yes. Just because I understand that you are trying to manage the workload. He did miss a ton of time, and you got to kind of manage him, ease him on in. He was having listen. I feel bad for Ja, okay? Because I told you last week. I'm like, listen, he come in and ball out, man. Hey, man, all that work that Ja put in these past 3 months or so, that can get erased. It was not a problem.
I was at the barbershop on Friday, and someone had the nerve to say that if they had to redraft, this is before Zion's debut, right? They were saying that they would draft Ja number 1 over Zion. And I completely called him a novice, and I didn't want to talk basketball with him anymore. Don't get me wrong. I understand what Ja is doing is special. He's a special kid, but we've seen him before. And it's not, but we've never seen anything like Zion.
Yeah.
That dude he was like a man amongst boys the other night.
Whew, man.
It wasn't even the most impressive part to me wasn't the fact of his athleticism. It was more so his passing and his second jump. Yeah. I've never seen a person that big get off the ground that quick. Man, that second jump was crazy.
That block last night when he sent that bad boy into the stands,
so now we have 2 games.
Wow,
so we got
nasty.
2 games, and he had 15 last night.
And I think more than anything, his efficiency is very.
Oh man, he was 8 for 11 the first game.
Yeah.
Last night I didn't see.
I think he was 7 for 8 last night.
Well, I mean, when you're shooting
very
2 feet away from the rim and you bullying everybody down,
he ain't. Like, I mean, he stretched it out. What, 4 for 4 from 3 in 3 minutes, something like that.
Yeah.
Like, yo, we didn't know that he had that in his bag, in his arsenal.
Yeah.
So it's like, listen, I told you, I felt bad for Ja immediately. Once I heard that Zion was gonna be playing, I was like, oh man, listen, buddy, I know that you probably do deserve Rookie of the Year. You've been putting in the work, man. You got the Grizzlies looking good, but Zion got a lot of money behind him, man. Hey, the league is counting on him, baby.
They are. They definitely are. He's he's making people watch. Heck, we all tuned in to see.
Yeah.
And now he's as good as advertised, at least, or even better, I would say.
So I'm saying, that was the most celebrated 22 points I've ever seen.
Ever.
Like,
because this is the way he did it, though.
Bruh, I watched clips the next day of all that stuff, man. The commentators was going off.
Yeah, they were.
Everybody's loving it.
They were drinking the juice, man. I think what more impressive, or not impressive, the first game was how Brandon Ingram just fell off the cliff when he came back in.
Nerves.
He could not bring it home.
Hey, listen, man, it was just nerves. You know what I'm saying? Like, he saw Big Zion come back. He was like, dang, he stole my shine. You know what I'm saying? It's the Lakers all over again. Bron, why do you curse me?
Yeah. He's a good teammate, though, at least from looking at it. But I don't know. I want to see the Pelicans make the playoffs. I would love to see Zion in the playoffs.
I'm ready to see them get a win because they lost that game
with
the Spurs, and they lost last night. So it's like, as good as Zion may be playing, I'd like to see Zion get a win. But in the meantime, you know what I'm saying, we'll enjoy the highlights. Yeah. And I would like to see a nice, powerful dunk because we haven't got that yet.
Yeah, he had his first dunk last night, but it kind of seemed like it was like not the one.
I want one where it's like, yo, he jammed on somebody, disrespected them, their mama started crying.
Word. Yeah, or their kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with that too. But you see how the lane parts like the Red Sea when he comes down too.
Hey, it's a big boy.
Yeah, that's,
you know what I'm saying? You get out the way.
Yeah.
You get to flying through.
He's going to catch a body.
Oh, yeah.
He might kill a man. He might. He might kill somebody. He might. Like, somebody's going to test it. Like, there's people on this earth that are supposed to be dunked on. Like, I can't. What's the big dude's name for the Celtics?
Are you talking about I know you talking.
Okay, but anyways, he's on this earth to get dunked on. Like Sean Bradley, he was on this earth to get dunked on.
You ain't talking about Taco Fall now.
No, not Taco.
Okay.
No. Big deal. I forget his name. He hurts everybody too. I forget his name.
I think you're talking about Aaron Baines.
There it is.
He's gone.
He's gone?
Yeah, that guy.
Who's he got now?
Maybe he's in with the Magic or something like that.
It'll be like an Enes Kanter or somebody to get banged on.
I like Enes Kanter.
Me too,
man.
but Enes is here to get dunked on, man. He doesn't serve any purpose other than to get dunked on.
Yeah.
He's trying to do social reform now. And I get it. That's dope that he's doing that. But you're here to get banged on.
Hey, listen, man. One day we had that conversation like, Turkey is, man.
I'm not having it on this pod.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah.
Them planes go both ways.
The
highway was so big.
Much respect to all involved. I hope y'all can work it out.
We have an IP address, Kate. Right? They can find us. All right, man. So, the NBA All-Stars were announced. So LeBron and AD are on the same. They're starting.
Yep.
To me the one that stood out the most was Trae Young is a starter. I'm like, I was happy that he got in second year. You think it's politics?
Yeah. I mean, I get it. They're building him up as a star, and he individually is having a pretty good season.
Yeah, Atlanta sucks.
And Kyrie was hurt for so long or whatever. Ben Simmons can't shoot a three.
Right.
I get it, but the East sucks, man.
Yeah,
the East was really bad, bro.
East sucks.
When you looked, and they're still doing that street ball, like the pickup lineup thing. So it really won't matter.
I don't like that either.
I don't like that either.
They need to have some stipulations behind it, like whoever wins gets like home court advantage or something. Something like
you couldn't
do in baseball.
Home court advantage.
Can't?
I mean, it's at a neutral location.
No, I'm talking
All-Star
about
weekend.
for the finals.
No, I mean it's just an all-star game.
They do it in baseball.
Yeah, I guess that's
they
true.
do it in baseball. I mean, like that's why they play so hard.
Yeah.
So I think they should do it, man.
Well, baseball, them guys don't really get hurt though. Like NBA, it's like, listen, just have some fun, but we got stuff to do.
They don't get serious until like the fourth quarter.
I don't think it ever really gets serious.
They got serious one year when Kobe and D Wade Kobe broke D Wade's nose.
But yeah, I'm saying, but that's Kobe. Kobe's nose. Yeah, but that's Kobe though. You know what I'm saying? True. Kobe probably up there talking all kind of yang and all that.
That is true.
What I'm saying? Kobe didn't. I don't think Kobe ever hit the court and thought about like, oh, this is just for fun. It was like kill. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what made Kobe so special.
I feel bad for his daughter's little AAU team.
Oh man,
because I mean, I don't know that Kobe's meant to be coaching kids. You know what I'm saying?
What did he say? He said something like they were losing or something like that. He was like they're getting on him about losing or something. I can't remember what it was.
I know what you're talking about though. Yeah.
That was
or when he shaded the little girl for for going to like ballet practice or something like that.
Yeah, that's what it was. That's what it was. Yeah. We talked about it on pod before.
Yeah.
All-Star Weekend has been just like a farce, man. Like, I don't even look forward to it anymore. Only thing I look forward to now is the sneaks. And this year's offering ain't really that good.
The Jays was actually kind of nice. I like them.
I like them threes, man.
I like them ones. The red, black, blue.
Yeah, those
white.
are okay.
Yeah, I like those.
That's really the finesse. That's really just the ones that came out before without patent leather.
Patent leather. Hey, listen, man.
But I'm here. I'm shallow like that. Yeah, like, we are. Like how many times we bought the same shoe?
How'd it go? You know what I'm saying?
Although I do. I got to get out the game, man. Like it's bad. Like. I got a lot of DS now, man. Yeah,
I bet you do. You know what I'm saying?
I got a lot of DS out here. And I don't worry about the same pair.
That's weird though now, especially because it's like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like you actually got somewhere to be that like you could actually get fresh.
They don't appreciate it though.
So what, man?
Nerds don't appreciate my.
You go stun on them so that way, you know what I'm saying? They, you know what I'm saying? They can appreciate the greatness later. You know what I'm saying? They realize they saw, you know what I'm saying, a star in the flesh.
I'll be just known as the guy with the sneakers. Either way, I'm with you on that. The threes, I got to get them though. I got to get those threes.
Yeah,
those seem pretty nice, and I always say that I don't like a shoe, and then I'll see somebody wearing it, and it'll always be like LeBron. Honestly.
I think the shock drop just changed your mind. You were like, I had a chance and I missed it.
Yeah,
I must.
But I know. But even with that though, I've wanted them, and I still do want.
Yeah,
them.
I know.
I'm gonna get them.
I'm teasing you on that.
I do want the ones that got the shy on the back. Although I had to go to Chicago to get them.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't want them problems.
You want to get out there in the shy rack?
Please.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah, that's like when you bought the shoes at like Northern Lights. The worst thing that could happen is that you actually get them. Because then you got to make it out. Like that's a whole other ball game right there. Like I got these shoes in hand. I'm like, okay, is my life worth this?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna chuck it like a claymore and get out of there, man.
I never had no problems up there.
With Northern Lights?
No,
me neither.
No,
but then again, I never really bought anything up there.
Oh no, I go up there and ball, but it was all good.
Like on a Concord release, the first time the Concords got released, that's when I could have got them.
Okay, that's when. Okay, whoa. Now, see, that was a mistake to go to Northern Lights. What you thought it was gonna be low?
Yeah,
like people wasn't gonna really be thinking about. Because I know you went to Easton.
Yep,
it was a little weird up there, and so wow, yeah.
Well, that's when I fell in love with buying shoes online, actually, because I got home. I said, I don't want these issues. You know what? I'm buying these from the comfort of my home. They're gonna come to my home. Pay a little bit over. I think I paid like $270 for them.
Yes, it's nice.
And I was like, it's cool.
The online shopping part is nice. I will say that.
Yeah, that makes it a lot easier.
Yeah.
All right, man. So we got anything else to say about the All-Stars?
No.
Do we even care about the NBA All-Star game?
I mean, of course I'm gonna watch it. You know what I mean? It's like it's something to do. I love basketball, so hey, why not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, man. So Michael Jordan, man, he came out. He confirmed. He praised LeBron, but he also confirmed that he is the GOAT.
Yes.
I love it. I love that MJ can still come out and say these things. Actually, what he said made a lot of sense. And I don't know if it made sense because it made sense or because it was Michael Jordan that said it. So I don't know, but I'm rolling. I'll never look at anyone as the GOAT other than Michael Jordan, man.
Hey, it's tough. It's tough too.
It is tough. His resume speaks too much. The way he touched the culture. I love everything LeBron's doing off the court. I even love what he's doing on the court. I do think, though, that the passive aggressiveness of LeBron, I always say this, is his biggest thing I don't like.
I can feel you on that. And plus, I mean, my thing is, too, like, if we really get into a deeper conversation, like, they play two different roles on their teams. With Jordan being a shooting guard, he was the primary scorer, and, he was also an elite defender, where LeBron is more of a facilitator. And, you know what I'm saying? He's more of a two-way player. I mean, Mike was a two-way player, of course, but he was known for his scoring, his ability to just get to the rack.
But that's the thing, LeBron can score, though.
But that's never been his primary focus.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
He's one of the most unselfish stars ever, I think.
Oh, yeah.
But, I mean, so much he scores so much that he's set to pass Kobe as the all-time scoring list, this week or whatever.
Yeah.
He's going to do that, which is going to put Twitter in a disarray. It's going to throw Kobe fans into the brink. They're going to throw stones at LeBron, and I love it. I'm here for every bit of that because I still say,
why would you be upset?
Because
about that?
Kobe fans, they think that LeBron took his shine, man.
Took Kobe's moment,
and now that LeBron's a Laker, they don't know how to feel.
My thing is though, LeBron didn't take any of Kobe's shine because when Kobe was still winning championships, LeBron was losing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He was still not able to get over the hump.
And I said this before, man. Colorado happened, and Kobe went from being the most marketable player, the one that held the torch, the whole thing. Remember, Kobe lost his sneaker deal with Adidas, everything. Like, he was pretty much like they didn't during that whole run because it was during the NBA season. And then LeBron came along, and it was like they talk about this kid named LeBron, but like you said, he wasn't winning anything, and Kobe was still winning. So Kobe fans was like, they don't really like LeBron, man.
I don't think you can hold that against
no, you can't.
LeBron.
You can't.
And my thing is, too, is it's like, yo, listen, Kobe had Colorado and all that stuff. Yeah, you know what I mean? I don't know what happened, whatever.
Right.
The hood still loved him. All right, so it was all good. It was all like, nothing changed as far as we were concerned.
Right.
You know what I mean? So,
LeBron just gets a bad rap on a lot of things because it's seemingly he's done everything right. And when he does not do something right, you criticize him. So much so, people had the nerve to come and say that LeBron should have been sending out help for Delonte West after that video went viral, him getting beat up in the middle of the street. And it's like,
man, you got to be the bigger man. Like, Delonte was looking bad. Listen, prayers for Delonte West. I hope you get whatever you need.
But all right, so I'm going to say it, right? Why is that? Why do people feel like that's the NBA's problem? Not saying it's a problem. I'm saying why do they feel like that's the NBA's obligation, I should say. Not problem.
Because he was a part of your organization, and the man needs help. Like, I mean, you have the resources to help. The man clearly needs help, and you know what I'm saying? He comes from your culture. You know what I'm saying?
So
as
the brotherhood aspect
goes. Exactly.
Okay,
So
okay, that's the only part I will agree with that one when people say it, but I haven't heard anyone unpack it that way as far as saying the brotherhood aspect of it. But other than that, if the man, like, I got to think that he's had chances to get help. To me, it seems like he doesn't want to get help.
Well, my thing is that at some point, like, maybe somebody just got to intervene. Like, even if he doesn't want the help, like, maybe it's an involuntary committal, because it's like, yo, you see a man that Delonte West shouldn't have to live that way.
No, he shouldn't.
You know what I'm saying? And we're talking about a person's life. Nobody's asking like, oh, make him rich, or, you know what I'm saying, give him this, that, and the third. It's like, no, give him help so that way, you know, hopefully this, because nobody wants to hear something tragic happen. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, shoot, that could have went very bad, man.
Yeah, and if you have the resources to intervene and make that kind of difference, I feel like you should. Yeah. And the NBA, it wouldn't take much for them to be able to. And I heard that they are. I heard that the NBA.
Danny Ainge was supposedly reached out to or said he's going to give him a job and then also get him some help.
Yeah, I was gonna say like maybe a job maybe ain't
no,
what he needs right away.
Yeah, baby steps.
Like,
man.
Let's get him some mental health checks. You know what I'm saying? Make sure make sure the old ticker is ticking correctly. You know what I'm saying? It's still in tune.
Yeah.
And then we can move from there.
Why is that funny? I want to laugh too. But I saw you fighting it back, and I wanted to bust out laughing. But go ahead.
But I'm saying it's because again, man, it's like, man, I don't want to see nothing tragic happen to Delonte West.
That could have went bad. Like to see someone that was formerly in the NBA or anyone just getting beat up in the middle of a busy street like that.
Yeah, and it's like, yo, we've seen. I mean, Kristaps caught the beats over the summer. I mean, it is what it is. I think that
Keith Kloss got beat up. Remember Keith Kloss played for the Clippers?
And listen, if we gonna keep it all the way real, I mean, Paul Pierce got poked up.
Yeah, he did.
You know what I'm saying?
By Benzino.
Yeah, things happen.
And he had a leather coat on.
But what he poked him through the leather.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? Got that Zara leather over there.
It was really poking to get through the leather.
But what was more troubling was when the police were talking to him afterwards and the things that he was saying. It's like, yo, that's clearly not a man in his right mind.
He said, I'm the Navy SEALs and whatever. I'm not gonna repeat it, but I mean, I just did, I guess. But yeah, it's yikes.
Yeah. So prayers for Delonte West, man.
Yeah, get that. I hope we get some help. I hope we see a video of him that he is good.
Doing better, man. You know what I'm saying? Got a haircut and all that. What is it about like a haircut in the shower that make you be like,
hey, listen,
he doing all right, man. He doing all right now.
Well, it's like if you're missing one of those front teeth.
Yo, yeah.
I'm gonna think you're doing bad in life. Like Bill Gates can right now could have one of those beaver teeth missing. I'm thinking like, damn, what happened to Bill? Like, what's going on with Bill, man? Like he fell off.
I saw a tweet. It was like, yo, man, that tax return money is coming in, man. Hey, let's don't forget about that side tooth now.
I'm gonna tell you, man. I wonder when I see someone smile and all they side teeth are missing. Like you had to get them all pulled.
My thing is, how did that happen?
Right.
Like what? I mean, what specifically about those teeth is it that causes them to crack or to go or whatever's going on?
Well, I don't think it's a crack or go. It's that they can't pay to get them fixed. And more so, it's like cheaper to just pull the tooth.
But I mean, you ain't even. But why those teeth? You know what I'm saying? It's like your front teeth don't go out like that.
Maybe they're more expensive.
No, but I'm saying, like, why is it always these ones that go wrong? Like, your vampire tooth don't go wrong. Your front teeth don't go wrong. If you got molars or whatever, you might have to get them pulled or whatever. Mm-hmm. Cool, but it's always that side tooth that just go. It's just that one.
Yeah, I think it's side teeth. Because I'll be seeing, like, gaps.
I always just be seeing the one, and then because you see some more teeth behind it, you know what I'm saying, usually, and that's what let you know something ain't.
I didn't see them. I just thought maybe they gave up, just want to eat broccoli for us. They like steamed broccoli. Like maybe that was what they wanted to do. They couldn't eat gummy bears no more. Like I need them side teeth, man.
Yeah, hey, listen. God put them there for a reason. You're supposed to have them.
Yeah.
All
right, man. So,
what's up?
Grammys are coming up this weekend.
They are.
What foolishness are we going to see? Because we're going to see some foolishness.
Oh, it's going to be some fights that break out. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who's going to fight yet, but somebody going to fight.
Yeah. Let's see. Meek Mill.
Meek Mill already had the little alleged kerfuffle.
With Nicki?
With Nicki Minaj and her new dude.
What?
Yeah,
this happened?
Allegedly.
What kind of kerfuffles could happen?
So, allegedly, Meek was in a store with the homies or whatever. And Nicki Minaj and her husband ended up rolling up in the store.
Okay.
And
so odds of that.
Yeah, so
he could turn that GoFundMe on his iPhone off because that's what happened.
Well, you know what I'm saying? Meek probably posted a picture. Somebody posted a picture of Meek, and they was like, "Yeah, let's go there."
Yeah,
it's like, well, Nicki just want to look at him, dog. Like, yeah, you played yourself, but it is what it is. And
her new dude should feel a way about that.
Oh yeah,
like why do you want to be in the same presence of your ex?
And
then flaunt me around.
Yeah, it's like, but you know what I'm saying?
Women got to stop doing that because then you got to put me in a situation where now I got to fight.
But she clearly loves to send him out there as a crash test dummy
until he gets lumped up, and then he's no longer like she can't look at him the same way.
He's security that isn't on payroll. That's all that is. Like he's a married hitman.
But I'm just a married hitman.
Yeah, oh absolutely. Because I mean, she always sicking him on somebody. Yeah, it's like, bro, you have no other usefulness other than to be sicked on somebody.
You know, as a married dude though, man, do you find it to where when people refer to themselves as like that's my husband, like I don't see any papers on that. Like you got to go through it.
Listen, I don't know. Listen, I'm just gonna go with they got married. Whatever, it don't take a whole lot.
She's putting him out there to like, what if she puts him out there to go fight, right? Let's just say her honor, and he gets beat up. Then what?
I'm sure that prenup is ironclad, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Well, we don't do that to women.
Hey, listen.
We don't do that. But women do that.
He's also in a weird position anyway because it's like, yo, she's rich and famous. You just some dude.
Yeah, true.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like you kind of have to.
Does anyone know his name? He just referred to as Nicki Minaj's husband.
His name is like TMZ, Keith or something.
You don't know his name, Kev.
It starts with a K because I remember thinking, she picked some. It was like Barbie and Ken. Maybe it's Ken. Okay. Maybe it's Ken. It could be.
Okay.
But I don't listen.
So they were in the same spot. What happened? Anything happened?
I guess a little dust up. Like I guess he got to barking at Meek, and then Meek's crew was like, "Well, it's just y'all." So, I mean, it ain't gonna really be too tough to, you know what I'm saying, whatever. But then cooler heads prevailed, and
so that's growth, went on. Then. The Dream Chasers done grown up. Maybe we could do a proper.
I think Meek was just like, man, do I really like in 2020? Am I really trying to fight over Nicki Minaj? Like, not really, man. Like, I've been there.
What would they have to fight over though?
Listen, Nicki was upset.
Of what?
So her married bodyguard had to, you know what I'm saying, defend her honor, her upsetness or whatever.
See, that's where they got to have a heart-to-heart later that night. Like, what are you upset about? Let's unpack this. Because, I mean, he is there for a reason.
Listen, do you think that he's allowed to question her?
No, you're right. I was just about to say that. Yeah, you're right.
She's like, listen, you do what I say or you get gone. Like, bro, I'm telling you, he's in a bad situation.
He's in a tough spot.
He's in a, like, I saw the, like, TMZ, the paparazzi was, like, taking pictures of him one day. Mm-hmm. And he was like driving her car, a car that was very clearly her car. Mm-hmm. And he went
car.
I think it might have been. I think it was like a Range Rover, and it might have been like maybe it was red or something like that. But you could tell it was her car.
Okay.
And then like he had to go pick up some food. I'm like, she really sent this man out on a meal run. Man.
I think I saw that because TMZ was questioning him.
And he was very angry. He was like, "Oh, get out of my face!" Yeah. But it's like, nah, man, she sent you to the store.
That's got to be a tough one, man. Yeah, that's got to be a tough one. I sympathize with the dude.
Yeah, you know what? And you know what, man? I feel for bro. Like I don't want to get too chatty patty about no women, but
true.
But yeah, this is more so about him. Like I feel for bruh's in a very compromised situation.
Yeah. All right. What other silliness is going on? YG got arrested
for what? I don't know.
Supposedly it was a robbery.
Why would YG be robbing anybody?
I don't know. But then it goes. That's a bigger question I always ask you. Is like, why is it always us who get into?
That's what happened to. Oh snap! That's what happened.
Bruh.
That's what happened to
AB.
AB. Yeah, that's what happened to AB.
But why is it always us getting into these situations, man?
Why is it always us?
Yeah,
because
Black
it has
people,
to be.
Kev. Why?
Because we ain't going for it, bruh.
We ain't going for it. That's your answer.
Yeah.
We ain't, we ain't going for it. That's your answer.
I'm sticking with it, bruh.
Like, okay, you walked into this great conversation. Mm-hmm. Okay, so YG, you already know. I'm actually going to take more points off his last album because of that. Because I do think something's off as far as like him wanting to like show a street cred or something.
We listened to that last album, bro. Like, I mean, we knew how you on the charts.
See, now you're going in a different space.
Yeah, I knew someone right. He wasn't wrapped too tight. You know what I'm saying?
But forget him, okay?
Okay.
AB, because you talked about that.
Whole lot of money.
What's going on with that dude, man?
He ain't got nothing else going on, man. That's exactly what it boils down to. He has nothing else to take his mind.
Will he ever have anything else going on with the way he's acting?
Not at this pace. Not at this.
He's never gonna play again.
I really want to know more about, you know what I'm saying? Like, how? Like, my man had on a turquoise suit
with
and he had on a green tracksuit.
He looked like a daggone fool, man.
I was like, well, listen. Maybe this is high fashion that we just don't know about yet. I don't know. Like, I mean,
don't you try to
whole
spend
lot of money. Whole lot of money. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm not in that tax bracket.
Listen,
I'm gonna start dressing the food once.
God rest his soul of XXX Tentacion, but I wanted someone to come on that screen and bolo AB the same way that XXX got boloed that time.
Oh man,
I'm sick of his actions, bro. I am tired of it. Between him and the baby getting into trouble every week, I'm sick of both.
Baby at least makes a little bit more sense.
Yes, the baby.
It always seems like somebody picking with the baby.
Yes, it does. Think he don't know how to walk away. That's something he's going to learn. Yeah. But this AB thing, man, I really try to make sense of it. I don't know what's going on with dude. From the haircut to everything.
Yeah. The Nino, that's just a Nino Brown.
That's not just a Nino Brown.
You go in your barbershop next week and you be like, "Hey, bro, give me the Nino Brown." He gonna know. Nino's know what to do.
Nino's was at least clean. He got the nasty dreads in the back too.
2020 Nino Brown.
Listen, these
you know
folks.
He threw a little drip on it.
These folk want to take this man's livelihood away if he don't play. If he don't quit playing.
How is he gonna get his rap career off the ground if he's not? You know what I'm saying?
I'm sick of this, man, because I knew you was gonna come here with this narrative and go to bat for AB, man. No, I don't know how he's gonna get his rap career off. He doesn't need to rap. He's one of the best receivers of in the league. He might be the best receiver
because he ain't in the league.
Yes, true. That's what I'm saying. But it was taken away from his own shenanigans.
Hey man, listen. He moved on to be a rapper now, man. You know, he might be a legend in 2 games like in Pee Wee Kirkland. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's looking that way.
Oh my god!
Right now, he's just establishing his street cred.
His music sucks, man.
Whole lot of money. Whole lot of money. Got a whole lot of money.
Because you asked me a question before we started recording, and you showed me a younger kid who was kind of similar on that aspect, and you said, "Man, this is what AB is doing, right?" And I said, "Yo, he is." But you know what the difference is? That's a kid.
You got a point.
AB's a grown man. Okay.
Hey, listen, man. AB love the kids. He respect the youth.
AB, something's going on. And I want to say it's CTE. I want to say that's it. But I don't understand why he don't just play that card. Because everything with the shenanigans that happened throughout the year, like, it was just off.
You don't know that you have CTE while you're, like, crazy people don't typically know that they're crazy. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So, I think that maybe that might have something to do with it, too. But listen, man, this rap thing looks like it could work out, man. He's well suited for it. I really I need answers on how he pulled off the tracksuit and the real suit.
He had to be hot as heck in there.
Oh, I mean, he was in Florida, wasn't he?
But see, you know what? If I'm an NFL player, if I'm in an NFL team, I'm definitely not going to pick him up on a team because when he left the courtroom, he ran the wrong route. He did. He ran the wrong route, man. He went the opposite way of where he should have went. The exit was one way. He went the other way. So that shows me enough. I can't get him on my team.
My thing was like, yo, listen, I don't know if he was really ready to join the NFL team because it's like once he ran the wrong direction, they told him that he needed to turn it around. He walked real slow. It seemed like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Legs had cramped up on him a little bit. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't warm yet. You know what I mean?
His outfit was nasty, Kev. That outfit was nasty, bro.
Bruh, my thing is though, it looked like a turquoise 70s pimp suit.
Yeah.
I was like, it had the big lapels with the big black lapels.
But like you said, he had the jug fit underneath it.
Double breasted, and he had the jug fit underneath it.
All it was missing was the platform shoes with the goldfish in the heel. That's the only thing that was missing.
Hey, listen, it wouldn't fit around an ankle monitor, but
that's true. That's true. We had to think about that.
You know what I'm saying? He knew what time it was. But all jokes aside, man, I don't know what's going on with AB, man. But I
don't either.
Hey, man, prayers for that brother, I guess.
Prayers if he needs them, I guess. But I think everything he's doing is calculated. So let's get into this Rock Nation brunch, bro.
Yeah.
So you're fed up about this.
I'm not even fed up. I'm looking forward to it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
No, you don't like that Hove is being treated like a cardboard cutout, and everyone wants to take a picture with him. That's what you don't like.
If I was him, like, I know I would be a little bit tight about that, but I get it. It's like, yo, listen, if I just broke through in the rap game, or like even if I've been grinding for a little bit, man, the fact that I made it to a point in my career where I'm invited to the Rock Nation brunch and I get to hobnob with Jay-Z and Beyonce, especially Beyonce. I'm a big Beyonce fan, and Jay-Z, I like Jay-Z a lot too. I'm a big Jay-Z fan, but if I get to hobnob with Beyonce, like, that's who I'm asking for the picture with. But then again, you got to watch that too.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Jay's gonna snatch that phone.
Yeah, he might snatch that phone from you. I mean, even if you ask for a picture with him, or if you just try to sneak a picture with him.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Your phone might get snatched.
Yeah,
but
and slammed. Because at this point, he's already done the snatching. At this point, the next progression is gonna be snatch and slam.
Oh yeah.
He's gonna spike it.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Oh yeah.
So you know that's coming. Hopefully, we get some video of that today.
But you know what I'm saying? I understand it, but. I think that one thing that maybe people don't take into account so much, especially with like celebrities, and like Jay-Z is a celebrity to celebrity, Beyonce is a celebrity to celebrities, like people that are famous fawn over these people.
Right.
Is this like, yo, they're just some other people, man. Like they ain't really no different than you. They ain't nobody. You know what I'm saying? They're just some people that you like what they do.
That's different because you and I both have friends and family who've been in that light. Not to the Jay-Z and Beyonce level, but where other people fawn over them, and we always looked at them as being normal people. So I think that's hard. And I'm even saying that now, like we say that now, they're normal people. But if I saw Jay and Beyonce, bro, I'd probably fan out. I would probably, I ain't gonna say probably, I would. Like I would ask Hov, like, listen, I need a picture. Okay, you going to
I don't know that I would, man. I don't like. Because that's the thing too. Well, I'd ask Beyonce for a picture. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, you would.
I'd be like, hey, I'm sorry, man. I don't do this normally, but yeah, you got to do it. But for the most part, like seeing celebrities or whatever, I don't really want to take no picture with you, man. Like if I could have a conversation with you for a second, you know what I'm saying? Just, you know what I'm saying? Say hello, whatever the case may be. I think that would be much more valuable than taking a photo with you or whatever. Because like I said, I mean, it's just another human being. Like they ain't nobody special. Like,
so you understand about the Rock Nation brunch, how people are going to fawn over them today.
Yeah, but like I'm saying, if I was Jay, I'd be sick of that. I'd be like, man, listen, bro.
You gotta know that comes with the territory.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's like, yo, listen, I'm just a person. Like I'm like whatever, dude. I'm just a guy. We're both at the same lunch. I'm not.
But it's your lunch.
Yeah, like, and I'm glad you could make it. But like, let's just enjoy the lunch, man. Let's sit down and eat something and maybe have a convo. We don't have to take a picture to prove that it happened. Like. Instagram don't got to know everything, but I get it. Like, a lot of times these people just be excited and they just want to commemorate the event, and you know what I'm saying? It's a mama I made it moment. I get that.
That's all it is.
But still nasty.
Yeah.
Nasty business.
It is nasty.
Yeah.
All right, man. So last thing we got here, Ebro. He threw his cape on for Eminem. Says he doesn't get the respect he deserves. Did you take anything into this?
I understood what he was saying.
I did understand what he was saying.
But I would counter that argument with Eminem was still the highest selling male artist of the last decade.
But who doesn't respect Eminem?
I don't know.
I don't understand what he's trying to push this narrative, though.
I think it was more so like the black community makes it tough on Eminem, or maybe we don't appreciate.
No, it's just Lord
him
Jamar, man. Like, I don't even.
No, because listen, ain't nobody listening to Em in the hood.
That is true.
He's not hot in the hood.
That is true.
And that's cool. Like,
that is true.
I guess it's like, yo, listen, we should appreciate him more for what he can do on the mic or whatever. But listen, man, it's a lot of artists that ain't getting no love in the hood.
Yeah, we respect Eminem as a wordsmith, but he doesn't.
Eminem gets no play in my car.
No, he doesn't.
Okay,
No,
and
he doesn't.
Eminem makes headphone music or whatever, and it's like, yo, like I listen to it to review, but I mean, you know, that's just kind of where it is.
That's pretty much where it lies. Yeah, for me
yeah.
too. I think what I listened to Eminem a lot more to was the Bad versus Evil.
Oh, you catching it too now?
Why do this?
Oh Lord.
Yeah, getting all these calls. Was the Bad versus Evil with
Royce da 5'9"?
Royce da 5'9". I listened to it more so with that. But I don't even, Eminem doesn't. I didn't really push anything. I think some of the earlier stuff, like Marshall Mathers stuff, it was new. It wasn't anything. Now that it's later in time, I'll listen to the review, like I said, but I'm not gonna go back to it.
Yeah, I'm with you there.
I'm not going back to it. All right, man. So Lil Wayne, he's set to release a new album, The Funeral. All right, this is your guy. Are you ready for some new Wayne? Is the question.
You know what? I think that this might, the fact that it's named The Funeral, I think that this might be his last album. So with it, I hope that it ends off on a bang. Until somebody tells Lil Wayne to leave the auto-tune where it is and to not use it anymore because nobody wants to hear it and we don't like it.
Yeah.
I don't know that. You know what I'm saying? I'll truly
like, I don't want that
enjoy
for you. Like if I turn it on to hear it, if I turn it on to hear auto tune, I'm gonna immediately get emotional for you.
Yeah,
because I know you send strongly worded emails. You sent texts, everything to Wayne. I don't know if they got to him.
My thing is though, just it's that none of us like it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's not just me. Like ever since Wayne has been rapping in auto tune. Like we let him get away with some of the stuff. It was cool for a little while. Now we're like, okay, it's over. Like we liked what you were doing without the auto tune. Like let's maybe try that some more.
Right.
And he refuses. He's like, no, I like the auto tune, and this is what you're gonna get. And we're all like, no, thank you.
Yeah, I hope so, man. I hope that he got some people around him that'll tell him like, yo.
I should have talked to the Birdman about that, man. That's where I went wrong. I should have been like, hey, listen, Birdman. You got to put a stipulation in there, like, listen, Wayne, if I pay you, the auto-tune comes with me. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wins. Everybody wins.
That's definitely not going to happen.
Yeah.
Birdman don't care. As long as they make dollars, he don't care.
And Birdman cared when he had to pay him. So,
Yeah.
I mean, it had to go how it went.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, man. You got anything else?
I think that about wraps it up.
All right, man. Let's get out of here. This is the GamesMusicLyfe Podcast, episode 197. I'm Nadir.
This Kev.
Yo, and this is the GamesMusicLyfe Podcast once again. Drink more water, people.
Peace.